Terry Russell takes a tiny amount of cannabis oil each day to treat chronic back and leg pain.
I don't get any cognitive impairment with it, but it certainly relaxes, and I find it's really good for the nerve pain.
His bottle says it's made in Australia, but it's not that simple, because imported cannabis is not subject to the same regulations as Australian-grown products.
Australian-made does not mean the cannabis in the product was made in Australia.
We're certainly hearing stories about these issues, about quality issues and adverse responses, and that should trigger concern in the community. It certainly does among the medical fraternity.
One of Australia's biggest medicinal cannabis laboratories told the ABC that as much as 30% of the imported cannabis oil it tests either has the incorrect amount of cannabis or doesn't meet Australian standards. Australian growers are required to track their cannabis and test it for quality, but they're struggling to compete with imported products which don't face the same scrutiny.
A lot of people aren't becoming cultivators because of the concern of the financial viability.
Can Group is one of those growers doing it tough. In a rare interview, its outgoing CEO says the TGA assumes importers are testing cannabis.
More product pushed into this country at a cheaper price, without the kind of cost regulations and challenges that we have, does create a very, very difficult situation for us.
But the Therapeutic Goods Administration admits it hasn't done any testing of imported medicinal cannabis in the last 12 months and is not resourced to do so. Terry Russell is happy with the product he uses, but would like more clarity on where it comes from.
I think I prefer something that's regulated here than elsewhere.
Growing pains for a booming industry. Tyrone Dalton, ABC News.